Hi, guys, and welcome back to Going Through It. This week, we're talking about social media,
Yes, I am Kenichi.
and I'm Natalie. And lately, social media has been taking its toll on me. So, I use social media as a time killer, as I'm sure it's most people do. And I just
Mhm.
scroll and scroll and scroll. And it's full of beautiful things, flowers. Some girls beat makeup, and like
Sorry,
some,
guys. My nose is a little runny, so I'm just going to be patting my nose. Go
oh, so
ahead.
cute. Yeah, some flowers. I follow some flower arrangement people because there's the colors. Hello, um, and it's just great. And then if you scroll long enough, you're like, oh wow, this is the only time I'm interacting with these colors. The only time I get to see jewelry more than my yearly salary. The only time this and this and this. I'm like, and then it's just the rest of my day is just crap. And then I have to spend depending on where my mental health is that day, it's easy to get out. Other days it's not because
Mhm.
and it's like, Kenichi, why are we going through this?
Girl, I could talk about social media. Now, before we start, where's your tea?
Oh, I got it.
Toast. I'm
Eh,
drinking peppermint tea right now.
me too.
Okay. Great minds think
Yeah,
alike.
yes, dude, I've like learned to drink tea without sugar.
Oh, hell no. I tried that last week. I tried for like 2 days and wanted to throw up the tea. I cannot drink
i
bitter
mean
tea.
I mean, that's me, but I'm like trying to cut out processed sugars. There's
Yeah,
not even
me
brown
too,
sugar
because
in
it's really not good.
here. Mm-mm.
I'm using brown sugar as well, but no sugar. Oh, I cannot. Mm-mm. I once had a boss who really, really tried to convince me to drink black tea without sugar. I said, girl,
Okay, now I do drink black tea without sugar, but that shit is wild. Like, you
nah.
gotta be ready.
Yeah, no, no, no,
And then
no,
I drink English breakfast without sugar. That's yo. But from this company, they make it very nice. So
I need sugar, okay, and a little bit
I
of
feel
sugar,
you.
just
I
even a
prefer
little bit.
sugar. I
Yeah.
prefer sugar. I just have to drink it without sugar. So
It even smells different when there's no sugar. Like you could smell, I could smell the bitterness of it.
yeah, yeah,
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So you're saying that it does impact you. Um,
absolutely. Like some days I have to be like, nope, no Instagram this morning. Nope, no
yeah.
Facebook.
So for me, definitely before it did impact me significantly, especially during my college years because of what I was going through. I would say now I've trained myself to know one, that what I see on social media is not representative of that person's life or that business, even, right? Because sometimes you can have like a lot of followers, a business could have a lot of followers and stuff, but are those followers actually going to their website and purchasing something
And are those followers even real?
real? Exactly. So it's like social media is a perception of success. It's not
Absolutely.
necessarily the reality. So I've trained myself to know this, and now I can enjoy social media for what it is without it making me particularly sad. What I will say though, if there is something that I know is going to trigger me, I won't follow that page. I won't,
Hmm.
interact with that person. It's not hating or anything like that. It's just protecting your mental health. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I had to, recently I unfollowed Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked, and I really love Jason Lee.
Wait a
But
minute. I just got to insert that she usually sends me a lot of stuff from the shade room that's like
yes,
hella
but
hilarious.
but
So,
but listen to
uh huh.
this. But there's also negative, and I feel like the shade room is very toxic. When you go to the comments, it's way more negative comments than positive. And I feel like social media loves to build people up just to, bring them down, like break them down.
Hmm.
And I just don't like seeing it, the nastiness in people. People say things that they would never say in person. And I don't want to consume myself with that negativity. So I had to unfollow them. I am having withdrawals, so I still check their page every day,
Yeah.
but it's when I want to check it. It's not just showing up on my feed. So I'm trying to wean myself off of them slowly. It's hard because it's addictive. But yeah, so that's my experience with social media. And of course, we'll delve into it a little bit more as we go on. But Natalie, so how are you trying to stop social media from affecting you? What's the biggest thing I would say that impacts you about social media? And we're trying to be brutally honest here, guys.
Oh, and you're about to get it. We're now officially in therapy session right now. What's the biggest thing? Here's the thing, nothing in particular. That's the wild thing. The thing that social media is really good or bad at, I don't know, is letting, maybe it's a good thing, it's letting you know what it is you feel like you're lacking. Whether you are actually lacking it might be a different story, but what you feel like you're lacking. Because what you just said was that in college it affected you more, but now you're better. Actually, it's the reverse for me. Because in college, for me, it was actually like, oh, let me post this with my friends, Hey, oh, this is the house party from last night, you know?
Yeah.
But now, and it never bothered me. Like, I would go on other people's pages, like, okay, cool. Like, I'm over here doing my own thing. But I tell you or not is a different story. I don't post like that, though. I support. Anyway, so now when I'm like out of college in the real world, that's when it started like hitting me. Because it's like, yo, I want that. Am I working hard enough? Am I doing enough? Why is this person here? Like, congrats, for real, no hate, but what am I doing, you know? Now, granted, that's a different level, because sometimes I am doing a lot, but I don't feel it. That's a different conversation, but it's like, that's where it gets a little crazy for me, because it's like, even though the things, don't get me wrong, I do have toxic things in my feeds that I've started like getting rid of, but it's like, oh, where was I going with this thought? It's like, even though I have all these positive things and I'm liking these people's stuff and I'm like encouraging them too, because it's like, it's hard out here in our industry. I'm in the entertainment industry. It's hard. Like, when you get somewhere, you earned it. Good job.
Yeah.
But then it's just, I flip it back, which is
really in the entertainment industry though, when you get somewhere, does everybody really earn it?
Okay, fine. The fact is they're there, which is farther than where I'm at. Okay. Let's just make it that simple. So anyway, so I think that's the hard part for me is, you know, just coming back to me like, Nat, it's okay, or whatever. It's not particularly the content. However, maybe that's the thing that's wrong with social media, that it does let you know where your mentality is at, and some people aren't ready for that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think as a collective, just
you
being
froze
as a human
for a second.
Oh, it says my internet connection is unstable. That's all right. We gonna make it stable. Hey guys, so sorry about that. We thought we had some technical difficulties, but we didn't. So we're just gonna jump right back into it. So Kenichi, I'll let you know how I relate to social media.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a little bit of my experience with being depressed about social media. And just to be clear, I was already depressed, but I think social media just made me feel it even more. So in my sophomore year of college, I was like on top of the game, not playing any games. I was on the dean's list, doing what I had to do, had a bunch of like internships line up. I was trying to have my own radio show in the school and everything, and boom, I got really, really sick. I had to drop out. Well, I shouldn't say drop out, like withdraw from the semester, basically. And I just felt like crap because I couldn't finish the classes. It was too, I mean, some professors gave me incomplete, but at the end of the day, because I had to medically withdraw, I lost everything. And those classes, I had been working hard. It was a little after midterms, right after my birthday in like November. So that was after midterms. And in those classes, I had A's up until I got sick. And then I think I took a year off from school, and I was set to graduate within 3 years instead of 4 years. And I had to watch, as time went on, I had to watch people that I tutored, people that I helped them write their papers, people that I told about internships and like what they needed to do to like get this job and everything. Like I had to watch them graduate before me because I didn't graduate in 4 years. I ended up taking 5.5 years. And to me, when 4 years came and I saw everyone from my high school graduating. I saw all the people that I helped graduate. It wasn't that I wasn't happy for everyone. It was just like, fuck, like, what am I doing? Why am I, like, I worked so hard, but with my health, I really could not control it, and I couldn't even handle school at that time. But it made me feel even more depressed because I felt like my life was passing me by, and then I would constantly have to play catch up. So to go from feeling like you're on top, you're ahead of the game, to being way behind, really, really messed with my head. So I had to, once graduation time came, I had to deactivate my social media for a little bit because I did not want to see everyone's graduation pictures. Happy for everyone, but I just couldn't handle it. It depressed me. Every single graduation picture made me feel like crap about myself. So I know it. Go ahead.
So do you think that was comparison or
Yeah.
just a really bad reminder?
I think a little bit of both. It was definitely a reminder that I wasn't doing where I wanted to be, and I was failing in my mind because I had a timeline for myself. Like, okay, I'm going to finish college this time. I'm going to, stupidly, I thought like I'd be married by this age and start my career by this age. I had a timeline, and me getting sick it just threw me off my timeline. And comparison, I felt like when I was still in college and everyone had graduated already, I felt as though they had started their careers and they were on to the next thing. And I was still just trying to get my bachelor's, which now I know there are people still who they're not, in their career, they have like regular jobs, or they're struggling just the same. So the graduation day had nothing to do with it, but that's just how I felt. And my close friend at the time, she was going through it as well. She had to drop out of college because she couldn't financially afford it. And it was just she and I all the time. That was like my only person that I wanted to deal with. I don't even think at that time you and I even really had a close connection, because that's when you were doing like parades. You remember you were Michael Jackson in the parade, and you were really on top of your game in college too. So I don't even think.
Yeah. Were we even in the same city?
Yeah, I was in New York.
What the flip? And we're married?
Yeah. But
that's crazy, yo. But I'm glad we're back together. Because we've been together since middle school through high school. I guess college we disconnected, but we still hung out. Because I remember getting Chipotle sometimes, And then you went away, and I was tight, but I came to visit you as much as I could.
Yeah.
And here we are, going through it again.
Exactly. So I mean, that was really, really tough for me. And the only other time I think I was, again, unhealthy relationship, and I would see everyone posting their pictures, boyfriends claiming each other on Facebook official.
Oh, that hurt me too, man.
Yeah, and I had someone that was struggling to just even introduce me to his family as his girlfriend and not his friend. He would legit say, "This is my friend." Friend where? Like, So I kind of had a little bit of relationship envy, seeing all those people just, profess their love publicly for each other. But then when you get to know a little bit about some of those relationships, it's like, oh, it's good online. It's not good in person. And maybe although he wasn't claiming me as a friend, as his girlfriend, he was respecting me more, treating me better than their actual boyfriend. So it's just like, stop. I had to stop and check myself and be like, why are you comparing yourself? What's for you is for you. When you need to graduate, you will graduate. You cannot compare to yourself to people who haven't lived your life, who haven't been through what you've been through. And I just had to check myself like, shit, they're not in the hospital all the time. They could eat, they could do whatever. So why? Yeah, of course they're going to graduate. They have no reason not to graduate, some of those people. So it's like, you can't compare your life to other people's lives. So that's when I started getting better. But it took me a while.
Well, I'm still in that journey of getting better, because only recently I started to think of it differently. Like, only go on Facebook if you're gonna share funny memes.
Yeah.
So to be that provider of funny, or only go on Instagram when you actually feel gratitude, so you won't be tight about yourself. You know,
Mhm.
because it. I
So
think.
basically, you still struggle with seeing certain things from people.
Mm-hmm. Not
Okay.
to say that they shouldn't have what they have, like
Of
they,
course.
but like, you know, that just means I got to go harder or fix my perspective
Yeah.
or, do what I got to do so I'm not tight, But I do think fundamentally these social media sites were started with the best intentions, but they do bring out the worst. Because, like, honestly,
Yeah.
I really do try to go on Instagram like, oh, this is a poster board of accomplishments. You go there so you can be a cheerleader. And I think I'm naturally a cheerleader for other people, but like Instagram twisted that up for me,
Yeah. Um, I have a problem with that. People only posting the good things, because life is not just about the good things. But then you have everyone says people don't need to know your struggles. But that's how we end up effed up in the head. Because if you see everyone winning and you only see their W's, you don't see the L's that they take behind the scene, you think to yourself like, damn, I am going through it. And everybody else is living like this fantastic life. What the hell is wrong with me?
This is a little bit of a mess because why would if I'm going through stuff, like if let's say you were going through that hospital situation, would you
Mhm.
really want to be putting that up on social media? Like, no.
I did
You
in the
did.
beginning. I did.
I missed all of that.
I sure did. Not when I was, okay, so this is it. I was very open with my friends and telling them, listen, I'm sick, I'm looking crazy, I'm doing whatever the case. When I pulled back initially, it was because I didn't want people to see me looking like that at first. And a friend like convinced me to go out with them. And I told her, I was like, I'm so skinny. I'm like bones. She saw me and the first thing she said was like, oh my God, you look like an AIDS patient. And I had been crying on the phone to her before we went out. Like, I really feel self-conscious about myself. I haven't seen people in a long time. I really just don't feel comfortable in my skin. I don't want to see you guys. And she's like, no, we're never going to judge you. We love you for you. We just want to see you because you're doing better. So when she said that to me, I immediately wanted to leave and just curl up in a ball. It ruined my whole night, and I had to pretend like if everything was okay. And I was just like, fuck, if I confided in you, like I'm really going through it, and then you turn around and you tell me that of course that's gonna hurt my feelings. Like of course it's gonna hurt my feelings. Like, why would you say, even if you think that in your head, I'm already telling you, I know I look bad. You don't have to tell me something even worse.
Are you still friends with her? Because she don't know how to take care of somebody's mental state.
Yeah, we are still friends. So that made me pull back and not want to let people in, because I felt like people can use it as a weapon against you. Once I moved out of New York and I was a little way past it, stronger, but still going through it, on Snapchat, if I was having a really sick day, really, really sick, I'd get on Snapchat and I just want to say, I know I can't be the only one going through this shit, going through something. Look at me. Maybe tomorrow I'll be better. Maybe in a week I'll be better. But look, so Snapchat was my outlet. But on Instagram and Facebook, I kind of like pulled it back a little bit and just saved it for my smaller community on Snapchat.
Well, power to you.
Yeah, but I will say it is hard, because if I was in a effed up relationship, I would never. You know how people get online and say, my boyfriend ain't shit. He did this, he did that.
Nope.
Never in life would you ever. I've had ex-boyfriends talk shit, put statuses online, and I'm like, they could be talking to me. I just mind my business, because I felt like the friends that they had weren't my friends, so nobody that I knew was gonna see it, to know that he was talking about me. So I'm not gonna put stuff, then you both look stupid, you both look like idiots. So I never felt like it was right to put your relationship business out there. But anything else, I tried to be more open with it, but people don't appreciate it.
Well, I don't know what to say on that. People not appreciating openness.
Yeah, because it's like they complain that you only share your wins and your whatever, but if you get on and you're talking about you're being sick or whatever, Either people think you're being too depressing, either people
Or needy for attention.
exactly. And it's just like, I don't know. You can't make
Yeah.
people happy. That's just
No.
fact.
No, you can't, because here's the thing. So the point I was trying to make is that the individual posting may not be comfortable putting their losses or their because it's like, that's personal. I'm not gonna, like, when my dad passed away, I didn't put a picture of his funeral up. I'm not comfortable with that.
That's true. But then why is your loss? The question we have to ask society is why is a loss personal but a win should be publicized?
I don't know.
Why isn't that personal too? Because a lot of people are private about everything in general. Like,
I don't post my wins either. Like, my Instagram is dry, you know, like, because of this podcast, I'm actually getting more out there because hello, we got to play this game of social media. But still, I do think it's a personal choice, but I also think the rules of society, which is a lot and very contradicting, really, like, makes the situation worse, bro. Because I don't know, I don't know if I can say it's like you should post your wins, but it's more so, why not post your wins because you're winning? Like, it's a competition with the other person.
Yeah, but then why not post your loss so that when you do win, people could say, damn, look how she bounced back. Look how far she came.
Because there's no official rules to this. The real winners would do that, you know?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You can't want everybody to see your wins. And then, like, okay, for example, I don't know. I just don't want to use relationships as it, but
don't look here. Who's somebody that went through stuff and lost? Well, damn, drawing up a blank.
What, you mean a public figure?
Yeah.
Cardi B.
Oh, let's go.
I love Cardi B because you know what? Good, bad, indifferent, it's out there. So everyone knows she doesn't have a perfect life. Yes, her career took off, but her man is cheating, just like a lot of women's mans out here is cheating on them. So
with a whole damn baby with this person.
No, he didn't have a baby.
Who?
He didn't have a baby.
Cardi? I'm talking about Cardi.
Oh yeah, Cardi had a baby. I thought you meant like her man had a baby on her.
Oh no, I'm sure he got other babies, but I don't know about.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably made one with the other chick that he was with.
Yeah, so she had a baby, everything like that, and she's on top of the world. She's very sexual and all of that, and yet he still cheats on her. So it's just like, I could have all the money in the world, I could be the baddest woman in the world, and still, that's embarrassing. But I love the fact that she
I'm sorry, can you hold that thought? I really, since we're here, I want everybody to know that's a reflection on the dude, not on the chick, because you don't deserve nothing if you still can't appreciate something that good in your life. And she's legitimately good.
They're insecure and they want to be with a woman that's on a lower standard so that they could feel like the man.
But even no. But even if she was technically on a lower standard, whoever this lady would be, he would still cheat on her because there is no respect for her. He just got no damn respect for nobody, especially himself. Where is that going?
Because I'm just thinking about people just trying it. It's like, you're a public figure. You know your wife is a public figure, right? The whole reason they ended up getting married, so she said he cheated on her before while she was pregnant. She found out about it. They got married and you cheat on her after. It's like, where is the respect? That's what I'm saying. When people say like they love you and they do that disrespectful shit, do not tell me that is love. That's not love. That's you worrying about yourself. That is not love to me. So anyway, back to the point.
Yes, your point.
She just got on and she came out with it and she accepted it. I'll use another example. Beyonce, right? Everybody wants a Beyonce and Jay-Z relationship. So
I want that mentorship. I don't want that relationship.
Yeah, but so on social media, she really doesn't use captions. She's just a private person in general, but she will post certain things that you can see that she's winning in life, right? But when he was cheating on her ass, of course she did not come out and say that until she was ready. But people are looking at their relationship and their pictures and wanting that life, not even knowing what's going on behind closed doors. So I admire her coming out in her Lemonade album and saying what it is.
Yo.
People can know, like, listen, nothing is perfect. Like, I'm the bad, she is the queen right now. And he still cheated on her. Like,
yeah.
mind blown.
That really blew my mind. I'm not a fan of Beyonce. However, I do like a lot of her songs, and I will like bow down to the Lemonade album because both the visual album is amazing and the truth she spoke was just so raw and exactly what it needed to be. So like when I saw this tabloid of basically, hey, JC cheated on Beyonce again, that's how I knew. I'm like, damn, that's how you know there's nothing you can do about anything the guy does. There's nothing.
And what I hated is that he did an interview where he said, like, oh, I was never taught how to love. That's why I cheated on her. First of all, you're a grown ass man. JC is like 50, right? If by 50 you can't say, like, okay, this is the environment I grew up in, he knows that is wrong. So you can't say, like,
he knows better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know better, so do better. You can't make excuses.
Right. He's out here getting guys out of fucking prison. He's out here teaching people financial literacy. You gotta know that comes with no love.
And then you have the men, the men seeing this and saying, well, if Jay-Z could cheat on Beyonce and she could forgive him, then you could forgive me. Yeah, I'm just like Jay. I didn't have a daddy. I grew up in the projects. I grew up in no, nobody's trying to hear that.
Do you have an empire? Maybe I'll consider it.
I'm not considering shit. Listen, anything goes down, I'm fucking your boss. I am fucking your coworker, and then come talk to me about if you wanna get back together. Then yeah, sure, because we're even, bitch. You gonna get some new vagina. I want some new penis, and that's just how it is. You know, that was a little rough, but I got all up in my feelings. Like, don't try me.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that because I know, like, cheat back because I know that's the beginning of me turning into a different person.
It's not cheating back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck your boss. I'm telling you.
All right. Anyway, this is not social media. Let's go back to social media.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait,
that topic gets me crazy.
It's for real. Same. That's a whole podcast, like 3-hour TED Talk. Anyway, but that is a good point. Social media is used to cheat on people. Snapchat. If you got Snapchat, I ain't dating you. I'm good. If you got another phone, I ain't dating you. Sorry.
Well, another phone, yeah, that's crazy. But I think you just have to trust the person because people used to cheat before social media, right?
Yeah.
It's easier now because now you can just go online and find a woman and find whatever and just DM them. It's more accessible. But cheating happened back in the day before that.
I know, but I can't just sit here knowing you got access in your phone. Like,
but why not? If you trust your man, then you shouldn't be worried about it.
True.
Right? Social media shouldn't have anything to do with it. But I will say it is easier dating someone who does not have social media because those thoughts don't cross your mind.
Right. That's what I'm trying to strive for. I don't want those thoughts.
So this girl almost got my husband killed one time. Basically, we were just engaged. He had this dating website and with a partner, and they had gotten some backlash for some kind of crazy thing. And I wasn't really in it. I didn't really pay attention to it, but I got this DM from this girl that said, sis, is this your man? A screenshot.
And
so the screenshot had him messaging the girl about like her boutique, saying that, you know, whatever it was about her boutique and like trying to like connect with her. And what did she say? She said something else. And when I told you, Natalie, my head started spinning. I started saying like, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail. I texted one of my family members. I'm like, I'm getting on a plane back to New York because if I don't come to New York, I'm about to be in jail. And I was serious. Like immediately, I'm like, I don't know his boss. Like, you think I'm kidding when I say, like, this is how I'm going to get somebody back, right? And I'm going to tell you before. So anyway.
I see the crazy. I believe you.
I'm crazy. First of all, it's so many things out there. But anyway, back to the social media. So he comes, I ask him about it, and he starts laughing. I'm like, what's funny? I'm not laughing. Like, I'm not playing. What's funny here? He's like, yo, I have not interacted or DM'd anybody in a long time. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, this screenshot right here, baby, says differently. So what do you mean? So I go on. First of all, it's silly because I always had his password and stuff, but I just never checked it because I don't have any reason to. I'm not, I wasn't paranoid about anything. So anyway, he shows me his thing. I go, wait, Natalie, it was a year and a half ago that he had
trying to start stuff.
That he had reached out to the girl when he was single. Okay, single. What she did was use a screenshot and then change the dates.
She went through all that. You telling me she don't got no job? She telling me she ain't got.
Supposedly had a whole boutique, honey. I said, sis, it's okay. Thanks for the information, because I'm never gonna let no bitch see me sweat. Never, right? So I was like, thanks for the information. Then she comes like, oh, I'm just coming to you woman to woman. I'm just coming to you woman to woman. There's no need to get an attitude. I said attitude because I said thanks for the information. She wanted me to be upset. She was trying to break us up. Meanwhile, he's so innocent, guys, that he hit the girl up and was like, oh, I think Instagram is having a glitch. They just sent you the message. But I sent that a long time ago, and then sent a screenshot of when he sent it. I was like, yo, don't be a dummy right now.
That's cute.
No, he always tries to see the best in people, and he can't think that people are evil. I'm like, she almost tried to get you killed, and you over there talking about Instagram had a glitch. First of all, you're a software engineer. You know that is no glitch that's going to send a message a year and a half later. I was like, if I would have pulled up on this girl because she really almost got him killed. The only reason I didn't go off on him is at the time we were in an Airbnb. And I was like, in an all-white neighborhood, I'm like, I cannot be the black girl acting up because I'm really going to go to jail right away. Because, in the hood, people will just watch, listen. And they won't really call the cops. But, yeah. But that social media shit will fuck you up. And after that, I went through.
Somebody killed, like.
Right? I went through, and all the bitches from when he was single that he was following, delete. I read every single message because never again was somebody gonna come to me and I didn't know nothing. And I saw some things, honey, from when he was single, but it did not faze me because what happened before me happened before me. I'm sitting on it now, so I'm not worried about you. You have to be really, really careful on social media. So not because of that, but I think like a year later, he stopped using social media. That's when like Trump got elected and stuff. And it was all crazy with the protests and everything. And just became too much for us. We took a time out, but he actually stayed off of social media. So it is easier not having to worry about like somebody trying some shit, somebody do it. Now I don't even have to think about it. So I will say it's easier, but no, I trust him. And he knows I'm crazy. Trust me, he knows I'm crazy. How are you with social media and your boo?
Wait. Okay.
Because you said you wouldn't trust for somebody to have Snapchat.
Okay, so he actually does have Snapchat, but I know, what did I say? Snapchat? But I know what's happening, and it's like I trust him with that. So David and I, we weren't immediately in a relationship. We were like
talking,
hanging out, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and I knew he was still like talking to other chicks. I was still doing my thing. It was fine.
Yeah.
But when we became official, he still had ladies coming into his DM, commenting on his pictures that I took and all this stuff. And I got a little crazy because it's like, what you gonna do? You gonna find me? And if you find me, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna win. Yeah. So this one lady, he commented, oh, you're so cute, this and that, heart eyes, we should hang out, something. So what I did was I just posted emojis I put the little devil, that crazy like mask with the fur around it and like
Yeah.
syringes with blood coming out with a knife. And she never commented again because it's like, yo, you ain't nobody's doing this.
But you see, I'm not like that though, because I'm more of like, any bitch could try your man. It's how your man reacts to it.
True. And he
So
was
I
nice.
would have I would have waited to see what he said. Like, is he gonna check her in the comments or check her in, because emojis can get you messed up these days. Is he gonna check her in the comments? Did he send a message like, yo, this is really inappropriate for you to be doing right
Well,
now?
I mean,
Like,
he didn't say all that, but he was like,
but that's what
hey,
I'm
this
saying.
my
But
girl.
I would never, I just have something about having another girl see me sweat that I would not say anything to her. I want to see how he's gonna handle the situation. But basically you trust him, but the girl tried it and they didn't respect your relationship. I don't know how girls could be like that. Because if for a guy, I am so, like, my guy friends, I feel so uncomfortable commenting certain things if I know they're in a relationship, because I don't want their spouse to take it wrong and cause problems in their situation. So like with my best friend or something, I know his girlfriend, like know his girlfriend, right? So if I leave like heart eyes or whatever, she knows what it is. It's like, it's nothing. But what I would do if it's a guy friend, I would only comment hearts on the couple picture. So I'm acknowledging the
That's
girl.
cute.
I'm not, never like a picture just of him or something like that. If you're single, you get like, oh, you're handsome or something like that. But I just definitely do not want any beef, no smoke with anybody's girlfriend. So the fact that she felt comfortable knowing that he was in a relationship to do that was crazy.
Yep. And so my crazy came out because we had to check it. Whose crazy is bigger?
Right. That is so freaking crazy. The only other thing I want to say really quick was social media. You have everybody, if you're going to be in a relationship in this day and age with social media, you have to be really actually secure, because so many things can happen that can have you commenting. I've had people get mad because somebody liked 10 of my pictures. Dude, how can I control someone liking 10 of my pictures? Well, why does he like 10 of your pictures? You must like him, or you must know him and something's going on.
But you didn't do nothing.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be really secure. I was in a relationship one time, and another one of my exes, every single picture would comment on my photo, and I thought it was disrespectful. And I told my ex, like, listen, you're causing arguments in my current relationship. If you don't stop, it's gonna, I'm gonna have to block you or whatever, because you're being disrespectful. So on one of my pictures, this guy commented, I'm gonna marry you someday.
While you were with a current boyfriend?
Yeah. So that current ex-boyfriend lost his mind. Oh, you must be doing something. Why would he say he's going to marry you someday unless something? And I don't even blame him, because I would be thinking the same thing. Like, why does this dude think
the way he was reacting was still wild, but to feel that way is not.
I know, but it was just like, you have to understand that people that have access to your social media, you cannot control them. So if you're in a relationship and someone is constantly leaving hard eyes, comments, whatever, you could only block that person, right? And if you don't block them, they could do whatever they want. So you have to be secure in your relationship, otherwise shit's gonna go left. So that ended up being like a big thing for me. And after that, I'm just like, yo, people getting blocked. That's it. The one comment that I find is disrespectful to my relationship, I'm just blocking you. I'm not even giving you a chance. Yeah. Because that planted a seed in his head. Like, yo, is she still talking to her ex on the low? Is she still?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it just depends on the relationship you're in. Because if that happened now, my husband would not give a fuck. He would laugh and be like, yeah, they mad I got you now. Like, he's just so secure with me that sometimes I'm like, yo, you're so confident that you're a good guy. Like, you're not scared. He's not cute. Yeah, his whole thing is, listen, if you do anything, you meet anybody through social media, you do anything through social media or just in general, I know that I'm treating you well and I'm doing the best that I can do for our relationship. So if you cheat on me, then that's your loss. That's not my loss. You're losing out on me. So that's your, and that's how I feel too. Like, yo, I am holding you down. Like, I am a good girl, treat you well. If you cheat on me, then that's your loss. and just be prepared to go to work after I F your boss. That's all.
Yo, you are for real.
I'm for real.
Ah, all right. So anything else about social media and relationships?
No, not relationships.
Join us next week on how social media can affect work here on Going Through It.